our show, Art with Heart. Miss Rachel is our host.
Hi, hello, and welcome back. I'm so happy to see you again. Today, we are going to be learning about a new season. It's where you'll see lots of flowers blooming and things growing. Animals are going to be waking up from hibernation, and it's going to be longer days and warmer outside. What season am I talking about? That's right, spring. We're going to see lots of colors. We're going to see lots of bugs, lots of animals, lots of things growing, some trees, some plants. So for today, my buddy Ray is going to play a couple of really fun games with us, and we're going to make 2 art projects. We're going to draw our own spring picture, and we're also going to make a butterfly. But this is going to be a special kind of butterfly. It's going to be a symmetrical butterfly. We're going to learn a little bit more about symmetrical a little later. Come on, let's go.
Hi, guys. It's so nice to see you guys again. Okay, let's play a game. To play this game, all you need to do is tell me which ones are the same in each row. It's pretty easy. Come on, let's go. Okay, number 1. What's the same here? Yeah, the 2 bunnies. Good job, you guys. All right, number 2. Which ones are the same here? Yeah, the ladybugs. You're right. They're all bugs, but the ladybugs are the 2 that are the exact same. Okay, row 3. Yeah, carrots. Again, they're all vegetables, but the carrots are the exact same. Great job, you guys. Okay. Number 4. They're all butterflies, but which butterflies are the same butterflies? Yeah, that's right, the green ones. Great job, you guys. You did so good. Let's see what we're going to do next. Come on.
All right, so for our first art project, we are going to draw a spring picture. You can make this picture however you want to. You are the artist. The materials that I'm going to be using are posted in the description below, but just in case, we're going to go over them again. I'm going to be using a piece of paper. This is a mixed media piece of paper. Any kind of paper is fine. I'm going to be using some liquid watercolors. You can use liquid watercolors or a regular watercolor pad, that's fine. Or if you don't have watercolors or liquid watercolor, you can just use some markers or crayons or colored pencils. I'm also going to be using some oil pastels. Again, feel free to use oil pastels. If you don't have oil pastels, you can use any of the other options that I said. We're going to do something special. We're going to be using some washi tape. I have some washi tape right here. You can use masking tape or painter's tape as well. Doesn't matter what color it is because we're going to peel it off, so it doesn't even matter, okay? And some scissors. And yeah, let's get started making our spring picture. All right, you guys. So now we are going to get started making our spring picture. I have my paper right here. This is a mixed media paper. I have my liquid watercolors in my jars over here. My paint brushes for my liquid watercolors. And my oil pastels. As well as my washi tape and my scissors. Okay, let's get started. So first, I'm going to start with my washi tape and my scissors. And I'm going to do a scratchy finger, scratch, scratch, scratch. Find the edge. I'm going to peel it up. I don't want too much because what I'm going to be using this for is to make the stems of my flowers. So I just want just a little bit, maybe about yay big. And I'm gonna snip, just just like that. Remembering when I am holding my scissors, my thumb is right here and my finger's over here. Open and close, and I'm never gonna cut anything else but the paper or the tape right here. Another way you can do this is you can put your washi tape like that and snip this way. Like that is easier. I find it easier kind of just putting the washi tape on my finger and having it dangle. So I'll show you one more time. Just a little bit. Kind of have it dangle from my finger here and snip. Just like that. And it doesn't matter what color washi tape you're using or color tape you're using, because we're going to end up peeling it off anyways. So it really doesn't matter, okay? All right, so now I have that. I'm going to start using my oil pastels, and I'm going to go ahead and add in some spring kind of different drawings into this. Just like we talked about, some flowers. Since these are my stems right here, I'm gonna add flowers over here, top right here. Maybe I'll add some of these petals over here. Making sure to really use my strong muscles to get all of that oil pastel on there. Maybe I'll have this flower be a little bit kind of like this, maybe like a tulip kind of flower. And then over here, maybe I'll do another kind of red circle. Right there. And, what color should I use as the petals? Maybe I'll do some pink petals. This way. Go. And I'm gonna add some clouds into the sky. Now when I add the clouds into the sky, I'm gonna use white, okay? And we might not be able to really see it right now. But I'm gonna show you a trick when we use the watercolors. There we go. Some clouds right there. Some other things we talked about, some bugs. Maybe I'll put in a little butterfly over here. You can make this spring picture however you want. It's your spring picture. So if you want to add in butterflies, if you want to add in bees, if you want to put in some grass down at the bottom, some grass over here, and you can draw right over that washi tape right there. Some grass right here. If you want to add in trees, if you want to add in some other kind of bugs, you are more than welcome to. I'm going to put a few butterflies here. Maybe you want to add in some birds. Kind of all the different things we've been talking about with our spring picture. So I'm feeling pretty good about this one right now. I like it. Now I'm going to start using my watercolors. So I'm going to get my blue liquid watercolor, my paintbrush, wipe, 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 and I'm gonna paint right over my clouds. Now watch what happens. Do you see that? The watercolor jumps right off of my oil pastels. So when you couldn't really see those white clouds before, now you can, because watercolors don't stick on oil pastels. Go, painting over here, my butterflies, over here. I'm gonna carefully kind of paint around my flowers. It's okay if I get a little bit inside my flowers, but I'm gonna carefully paint around my flowers, like that. Paint down this way, paint over, right over. Important to paint right over your washi tape, okay? That's going to be another magic trick. So paint right over your washi tape. We want to make sure our picture is really, really colorful and that we don't have any white showing. So I'm going to really be painting right over everything, making sure none of the white is showing, making sure my picture is really, really colorful, just like spring with all those beautiful colors. Go. A little bit more blue over here. Go. All right. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna paint my flowers. Carefully kind of paint right there. Do, do, do. Add in some colors over here. Now these are the colors I'm choosing for my flower. You can choose whatever colors you want for your flower. It's your spring picture. If you like the colors I'm choosing, you are more than welcome to use the same colors. If you want different colors, feel free to use different colors. And over here, on my little tulip, I'm gonna make this one kind of a lime kind of color. Again, my watercolors aren't sticking on that oil pastels. All right, so next up, I'm gonna go ahead and blot this with a paper towel. Just a regular paper towel, okay? And I'm gonna carefully hold one side of my paper and I'm gonna bounce it, almost like a bunny. I'm gonna bounce, 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 bounce. And it's gonna pick up some of those colors, right? See how it's kind of lightening up in certain spots. We want to make sure we pick up all of those water puddles, like that. All right. So now that we're finished with that and we've got our whole pictures nice and colorful, the last step is I'm going to carefully peel up my washi tape, and then I'm going to have stems on each of my flowers. Look at that. So when I peel it up, the watercolors get peeled up too. So now I have my stems right there, and I'm going to go ahead with my oil pastels. And I am going to color those in. Some green over here, some green stems right there. Maybe I'll make this one a different color stem. Maybe it'll be a lime kind of color, just like my grass. All right. And there is my spring picture.
All right, you guys, let's play another game. For this game, all you need to do is tell me which color doesn't belong. Okay, let's look at the first group. Which color doesn't belong? That's right, the green frog. All the other colors are yellow, and the green frog doesn't belong. Great job, you guys. Okay, let's look at the next one. Which color doesn't belong? That's right, the purple grapes. Great job, you guys. All the rest of the colors are red. The purple grapes don't belong. Okay. Next one. Which color doesn't belong? That's right, the yellow ducky. All the other colors are orange. The yellow ducky doesn't belong. Great job, you guys. Okay, our last one. Which color doesn't belong? Yeah, the blue whale. All the other colors are green, and the blue whale doesn't belong. Great job, you guys. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do next. Come on. Oh, hello there, children. It is fabulous to see you again. My name is Pearly Pink, and I'm here to say a spring poem for you. Spring is here, spring is here. Goodbye, snow, flowers grow. Birds and bees, leaves on trees. Hello, spring, hello, spring. Toodles!
Okay, next up, we are going to talk about symmetry. We're going to make a symmetrical butterfly. It's kind of a big word, huh? Does anybody think they know what symmetry is? What does it mean when I say symmetrical butterfly? It means if we take something and cut it down the middle, it's going to be the exact same on both sides. Let me show you some examples. All right, I have a heart over here. Now, if I take this heart and I draw a line right down the middle, and I fold it down the middle, it's the same. You see, it's the same on both sides. Now, if I take this heart and I make this line this way, and we fold it the other way, do you think it's going to be symmetrical that way? Let's see. No, it's not, huh? It's not the same on both sides. But this way is symmetrical. Okay, what about this triangle? If I fold this triangle right in half down the middle, is it going to be the same on both sides? Yeah, it's the same on both sides. So when something is symmetrical, it means when you fold it, it's the exact same on both sides. Okay, let's look at some other things that are also symmetrical. Okay, here are a couple examples of symmetry. You can see in these two different pictures, we have a heart and a pentagon. And the heart, if you fold it in half, it's the same on both sides. Same with the pentagon. If you fold it in half, it's going to be the same on both sides. That means symmetry is two equal halves. So it's the same thing on both sides. All right, let's get started making our butterfly. All right, so the materials that we are going to be using for our symmetrical butterfly are also posted in the description below, but just in case, we're gonna go over them as well. We're gonna use a piece of paper. I have this mixed media piece of paper. You can use any kind of paper. Some scissors to cut our butterfly shape. And if you want to, it's helpful to use some kind of pencil or marker when we're gonna draw the shape. I'm gonna draw the shape with you guys. Some paint. I have mine put in containers to make it a little bit easier. You can put yours on paper plate or containers, whatever you find easier. And yeah, let's get started making our butterfly. Okay, next up, we are going to make a symmetrical butterfly. Remember, symmetrical means it's the same on both sides. Okay, it's the exact same. So I have a piece of paper right here. I'm gonna go ahead and fold it in half. And then to make my butterfly on the side, to make it a little easier when cutting, you're gonna make sure, so this is the folded part, right? So we don't wanna cut that.
I'm gonna go ahead and almost draw like, kind of like 2 bumps, right? Almost like one wing of a butterfly. I'll show you first and then you can go ahead and do yours as well. Make sure the part that's folded, so not the open part, the closed part, the parts that folded, is facing me. And I'm gonna go ahead and draw 1 wing and 2, just like that. It's almost kind of like the top of a heart or an M, like a big kind of bubbly M, or 2 humps or mountains right there. Okay, now that I have that, I'm gonna take my scissors, and again, I don't wanna cut this part. I wanna make sure I'm cutting this part, kind of, this is the part that I'm gonna be cutting, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and cut along that line, and I'm making sure both of my pieces, so I have 2 pieces together that I'm cutting, okay? It might be a little tough, but that's okay. That's how we learn, huh? We try things and then we get better at them. We try and we practice and we practice. So there you go. I have cut out my butterfly. Ta-da! There's kind of my butterfly. Now next up, what we're gonna do is we're going to take our paint. I have my acrylic paint over here. I have some paint brushes. And these are the colors that I chose. I chose orange, yellow, green, and pink. They're all kind of bright colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna draw just on one side. So see how it's folded? I'm just gonna paint one side. It can be whatever side you want. Okay, so I'm gonna do orange. Maybe I'll draw some kind of big circles over here. Really making sure I'm getting a lot of paint on there because we're gonna end up folding it. And when we fold it, we wanna make sure that paint gets on the other side to make it symmetrical. So there's some orange right there. Maybe I'll do some yellow. Lots of paint over here. Normally I like to wipe, but this time I'm really making sure I'm getting lots of that paint over here. Paint. Gonna do some green. And I'm carefully just painting, like I said, one side, right? Not painting the other side. Not crossing that fold, just painting one side. That. I'll add some pink as well. Some pink over here. Pink over here. There we go. Some pink. And I'm not painting on top of my colors. I'm carefully painting next to my colors, right? Carefully painting next to my colors, but I'm making sure to fill up all of that white. Okay, and there's some green right there that I'm gonna put. Okay, here comes the magic. So now I'm gonna go ahead and fold this. I'm gonna press hard, okay? So I'm gonna fold this in half. I'm gonna press. Really, some of your paint might squeeze out like my pink right there. That's okay. Press. All right. What do you think's gonna happen when we open it? Is it gonna be symmetrical? Is it gonna be the same on both sides? Ready? There's our butterfly. And you know what? Now that I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and paint in, kind of make this all green right here, just to fill it up right there. You might need to do that. You might not need to do that. But here is my butterfly.
You guys, I had so much fun with you today, talking about spring, creating some really fun art projects, and Ray had a great time playing some fun games with you. Our symmetrical butterfly turned out so nice. And look how colorful our spring picture is. So go outside, maybe take a walk, check out what spring has in store. Find some new flowers blooming, some bugs. Enjoy the warmer weather. Thanks so much, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out my other videos. Don't forget to subscribe, and please come back and check out more videos in the future. Thanks so much, you guys. Bye!